The following moments may contain explicit language.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pop that top again, live from the Gulf of of America.
What was the last
What is
one?
it? Gulf of
I don't know.
where are we at?
we were-
Galveston.
Ooh.
What's the
Charles Barkley has a lot to say about that.
The Gulf of Galveston.
the Gulf of America?
The Gulf of America.
Gulf of America. Welcome back, everybody, to Uncanceled Culture. I am Porky,
The Louis.
and Cranky's not here because he's out. He's gonna go to protest.
He's gonna go
He's
protest.
gonna go protest tomorrow morning with the South End students who are gonna go protest.
So what are they protesting?
Well, you know what they're protesting. SAISD did it yesterday morning.
Yeah.
They walked out of class, and you know
And
what
I
they're
heard
protesting.
Harlandale District also did it.
McCullum or something like that.
But McCullum stayed on campus.
Scaredy cats.
Well, see, so here was the thing. They were told, all the districts, I guess, were told if there's going to be a protest, they want to do a walkout. They are giving them every right to protest because they can protest however they feel, but they would want them to remain on campus, so kind of congregate on campus and protest because for school safety and child safety.
Of course, yeah.
Parents know that the kids are going to
Yeah.
school, and then if
They're not-
something
and
they're
then
not
they're
there,
gone,
then
yeah.
something happens, they're gonna hold the school liable,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So they said that. So McCullum, I heard, stayed on campus. I heard the people from BRAC, people from, well, I know the BRAC ones
They-
apparently marched all the way to City Hall
Did they?
from BRAC.
Because I thought they told
Brack
them
is
that
not
if
that
they-
far.
I know it's not. That's what I told everybody, but still.
Well, Fox Tech too.
Fox Tech too, but
Fox Tech's not that far.
It's all
Fox
downtown.
Tech's closer.
It's all downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that
honestly,
Fox
any of
Tech's
them.
closer.
But still, so I heard that like they marched all the way and they did their protest, which was, hey, they're doing what they're doing now. My thing, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
So 2 days later, is that how far behind South San is? I mean, hey, they did it. Let's do it too.
Well, this is coming on good info. How do you say it?
Intel, yeah.
Good intel
Yeah.
that
You got an inside source.
Yeah, that it's gonna happen tomorrow morning, Friday morning, and that they're gonna walk out. But
They just
they
want the
said-
3-day
yeah,
weekend.
They said, and I told them, and I texted them back, and I said, can't they do it on Saturday?
What
They
are
can't do it on
protesting?
Saturday.
The
You
whole,
know what
the-
they're
the-
protesting.
I mean, it's the whole. Well, okay, so
Alabing.
the girl-
Alabing.
So the girl that coordinated it at BRAC, she was a sophomore, and so they interviewed her as she's walking, as she's marching.
Wait. Okay, go ahead. No,
right?
no, go.
So they're telling her like, hey, so what did they tell you? And they said, well, that there's gonna be consequences. And she goes, but it doesn't matter. Like, I'm doing this for a reason.
What
And
was
you
the
could-
reason?
Well, she was saying, it's not only for the deportation, but that is a big one. She goes, but we want our voices to be heard, and what they're doing is they're trying to silence everybody. He's trying to silence everybody by signing all these things saying, okay, we're taking away this, taking away this, taking away this. He goes, so I want our voices to be heard, which is fine. It looked like she had good points. It looked like
It looked like that's
She
looked
was
like,
one.
yeah.
She
No,
was-
but
She was
when
one
you
of
saw
the smart ones.
but when
Yeah.
you saw the other 150 hooligans that were behind her jumping around, running, and throw you out all with the freaking cut haircuts, Edgar's, they're all running around and laughing and joking. And I'm like, bro, they're not serious about this. I saw her; she was passionate about it,
Yeah.
and she had a group that was passionate around her. All the other kids that are just running around, there was just their reason to get out of school.
So
Exactly.
did she mention if she was illegal or not?
No.
No, she said.
Oh, she didn't
She said
say.
she wasn't.
No, she didn't say.
She was Hispanic.
No, she did say that. She did say that she's like,
Yeah.
I'm here
Yeah.
for everybody else. and
Yeah,
something like that.
she goes.
Yeah,
She's a citizen.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
she was here representing and being a voice for everybody. She was advocating for everybody else, right? And there was a group like her, a couple other girls, and I heard a guy. They all talked and they all had points. Great, they were prepared. Everybody else was just out there running around, and it's like, dude, that was their way to get out of school. And so that's why tomorrow they're gonna have a 3-day weekend because they're gonna leave school in the morning, and they're not coming back. And that's all it is.
My thing is,
It's not their
you're
fight.
gonna, you're gonna do this to everybody. Everybody that's protesting,
Air
Air
quotes.
quotes.
you know, especially in school. Automatic suspension.
Well, they did say there's gonna be consequences.
Automatic
You got it.
suspension or expulsion. Which one do you want?
Well, there has to be something. Like, there has to be, right? You can't just let the kids walk out.
Because
and without
every
anything.
president has said, we're going to do this deportation stuff, and this is the only president that they want to fucking protest against.
Well, because he's actually doing something.
Well, and then
I think in the manner that he's doing it, I think that's why everybody's up in arms, right? Again, I've kind of played devil's advocate, but I've kind of seen both sides, and I agree with some of the things that he said, and I think it's just the manner and the way he's doing it, and then wanting to cut certain things out. You know, when he was talking about funding, like even just last night, I saw they were trying to cut funding for schools, and what he wants to do is allocate that money to private sectors.
Oh, of course.
And so now have to give each family a voucher, and they're gonna pay a portion, and then you have to pay the rest.
And guess and who's trying to do that
I
here
wanna know,
in Texas?
I want to know
Exactly.
Fucking Hot Wheels.
I want to know like what channel news y'all are watching, because all the stuff that y'all hear, I don't hear.
I watch all of I watch Fox in the morning, and
And
I
I
watch
think-
KSAT after.
I think,
Fox.
you
He
know,
said it right there. Fox.
and that's the thing about the news is I don't know why y'all watch the news. The news is like fucking
I
bullshit.
usually watch it for the weather.
It's my timer.
I'll tell you, like, this is my thing on the news.
It's my timer in the morning. When it gets to certain times, I know what time it is, and then I
And
know
what time you have to go.
yeah, what time we have
There's
to
a
leave.
clock right there. So.
Yeah.
The news has completely manipulated everything you hear every single day. It's designed by corporate media to do one thing and one thing only: to keep you living in fear.
Okay, so what is Fox doing?
Same what I
So
just
what does
said.
Fox do?
I-
Because apparently,
And if they
Kamala.
don't keep you living in fear, they keep you thinking one way, and they keep the other team thinking the other way, so that way we can
Well,
stay
they're-
apart.
they're trying
there can
to-
be a left and there can be a right.
so they're trying to
So the
scare
government can
husbands,
do whatever
right?
the government wants to do.
Are they trying to scare husbands because Kamala can't take his husband to the to shopping?
I don't know what that.
I mean, what the fuck was that about?
I don't know. But
Is
like
that
I said,
news? Is that newsworthy? Like honestly,
It's
is
like I
that-
said, every president has said we're gonna do mass deportations. I heard Obama say it. I heard Hillary say it. But for some reason, everybody that heard Trump say it, they heard him say we're gonna deport Mexicans only, and that's it.
Okay, I have 2 points for that.
You know?
So, I don't know the name. I guess I should remember names. I don't. I don't care. She's white. Okay. So, she has a husband that is, there's some lady. She's, I don't know if she's well known. I don't know if she was on Congress. I don't know what the fuck. She has a husband who is English from the UK, right? So, he's over here legally with his visa or whatever it is, and it runs out. Well, then they get married. Well, of course, then it still turns out that he's still considered illegal, but she doesn't call him illegal because he's an immigrant. No, bitch. His visa ran out. He's here illegally. He's illegal. He shouldn't be here. So they get married, and now she's complaining because, oh my God, it costs thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for us to fix this and blah, blah, blah. And
For
then
him
they
to become a citizen?
Yeah. And then they send me a letter, and they said he can't become a citizen because he didn't get his COVID vaccine.
He can't.
No, he can, but
But
that's
he
all he
didn't.
needs to do
Is get a
is get a COVID vaccine, and they won't.
Well, I
But-
thought they were
but-
doing away with that.
But this is just happening because this girl was popular apparently. I don't know who she is, but the thing was, and this is what made me think. Okay, she said thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars is what she said that she needed to pay lawyers. She needed to pay blah, blah, blah. And just so that way her husband can become a legal citizen of the United States. So what about
Riley
everybody
Gaines.
else? Yeah, that bitch. What about everybody else that doesn't have thousands and thousands of dollars that are going through the system to try and become legal? But I just heard it on the news today. The guy said it does cost thousands and thousands of dollars, but they don't have it.
And he's not Mexican.
No, he's
from
he's
England.
from England. That's why I said he's from
So
the UK.
she's a content creator.
Fuck that bitch.
Exactly.
Who
And
is it? What's her name?
Her name is
Riley Gaines?
yes.
Riley Gaines.
And so she's usually taking shots at Democrats and the left while also talking about women's sports.
That's Riley Gaines from Kentucky.
She was the former Kentucky swimmer,
Yes.
the former NCAA swimmer, and she was married. She's married to Kentucky Wildcat swimmer Lewis Barker, who's from England, and so he can't get his green card because he hasn't taken his COVID vaccine. That's her gripe right now.
Green card? Is that what they call it?
That's what they're
Green
saying.
card?
He needs to get his green
I didn't
card.
know they still use that term. Fernando Valenzuela.
You are not Fernando Venezuela. Yeah.
But that was my thing. That was my thing. It's like, I heard it say this morning that it costs that much, to even try, and it takes a long time. So it's true. Like we talked about it last week. Maybe they just fucking get tired of trying to go through the system.
Yeah.
And I saw a TikTok of this dude. He got deported, and 2 days later, he was back in the U.S.
So there was a guy. There's a guy in Hawaii who's he's from I don't know, Polynesia. I don't know where he's from. Somewhere else, right? But he's in Hawaii. He arrived when he was 9, and just kind of stayed.
In Hawaii.
Yeah. Now, 5 years ago, he began his process to become legal. 5 years ago. And today, 5 years to the day,
Holy
he
shit.
finally got everything and is now becoming a citizen. But he's like, that's how long this takes. And not only the time, but also the money. Now, I don't see them trying to do a mass deportation in Hawaii, so I think he felt comfortable and safe there. When you have the people that are closer to the, and I think, and
he probably looked like a damn Samoan. That's why.
They didn't want to fuck with him.
and to Cranky's point, where he's like, man, well now everybody is up in arms. Well, I think it's because his focus was the southern border. So a lot of the people that they're focusing on are Hispanics, Latinos, are people that look the part.
Colombian, Honduran,
Yes.
like all those
Anybody
guys.
that looks Mexican, Hispanic, whatever, those are the ones that they're targeting, right? We haven't heard much about, like, we're not hearing anything about them trying to deport this dude, Riley Gaines' husband. They're just saying it's taking long and it's hard for him to get it because he didn't do the vaccine. But we haven't heard, but he needs to go.
Yeah. Nope.
What they're focusing right now are on, according to him, criminals. But if you cross over illegally, that's also a crime. So you're already a criminal. So that's where all the focus is at right now. And I'm guessing that's where all the protests and why everybody's protesting. And again, I applaud the students. Great. Thank you. All right.
Fuck that.
Well, I do.
That's just the reason for them to miss school.
You're right. Again, there's some who I see are prepared
That one
and
girl.
want to. Yeah. But I applaud her, not applauding all the students.
Yeah, but then blame her for everybody wanting to miss
For
school.
orchestrating it.
Yes.
Well,
there's different ways to protest.
According to
and
the-
fucking walking out ain't one of them.
according to the school district, she's gonna face consequences.
Well, let's hope, and I bet you ain't shit.
She'll be right back
'Cause
out the next day.
There's other ways to freaking protest, and walking out of school is like could be the last.
Because we all know why they want to do it.
Yes,
And
because
some of them, like you said, yeah, they're the main point. Like they want to do it because they have a point. But then all the other knuckleheads are out there with them.
Well, if you go back to
But the teachers know them more
Yeah.
than that, so they know who's like really serious about it, and the other ones.
if you
who just
refer
fucking
back to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when they were gonna do
Enlighten.
when
Season 3.
yes, when they were gonna do their protest,
Enlighten
and
us.
they were giving everybody their African names or whatever they were, right?
African.
And they're chaining themselves or handcuffing themselves inside the classroom.
I don't remember that one.
Uncle Phil says, dude, I see what you're doing, and I get it. However, this girl who was his, I guess his friend from back in the day, and he
Yeah,
protested
okay,
with.
okay, I remember.
He says she's only telling you this part. She didn't tell you about the petitions that were written. She didn't tell you about the peaceful protests that were done, the conversations, the going to Capitol Hill, all that stuff. She didn't tell you about that. She's telling you about the exciting part, which was chaining ourselves to freaking streets or to a bulldozer or whatever. Those are the things that she's highlighting, but there was a lot more that was done before. And so, I don't know, would you consider them walking out of school a peaceful protest? Because they're not going and, going to the consulate or to the freaking whatever and starting a riot.
Right.
They're not doing the January 6th, right?
Hey-o.
All they're doing is
Stopping
walking out.
traffic, painting the streets, freaking acting a fool that they don't want to go back to the country that that they left.
Yes.
And so let's come over here and act a fool. Maybe they'll let us stay. And obviously they're not deporting all the Mexicans because that was a freaking, like I told you, there's a target on their back right there.
Come pick me up.
Stay away from
don't
military and
They
Zarzamora.
probably think they won too because they didn't go deport them. No, dummy.
Now
Shit.
I will say this, and I did have this conversation last night, right? We were watching TV, we were watching the news, and I saw some where they were like, I think it was in Los Angeles. They were bringing the American flag down, and there was even one, I think, in West Texas. They were bringing the flags down, the American flag down. The Texas flag, they had it like halfway, and they were rising up the Mexican flag. And I'm like, hold on. But you're coming to this country.
Yeah.
If this is what you're going to do, then, and you're so proud of your country, then go back. But, and burning the American flag, taking it down, all that is not, now that is way over the top.
You want to be in America.
Yes.
You want to, okay, be glad that you're in America, but act right.
Yeah.
Don't act stupid. And, okay, you can support Mexico, but that doesn't mean you're going to, leave your flag at home. If you're going to do that,
Yep.
leave it at home.
I mean,
See, I in some ways I do agree with Cranky, and because even my first thought was when I heard about it, the kids are gonna walk out of class. I just want to leave. Just want to walk out. They won't fucking go to school. That was my first thought. That's what I told them. I said, they can't do it on Saturday.
Yeah.
You gotta wait. You gotta do it on a school day on Friday. Like do it Friday. Do it Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Gather at the Alamo and then fucking walk to down. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, you gotta do it on a school
Gather
day.
at River Center, gather at McDonald's, gather at the Denny's right there by River Center.
At
And then
Image.
go and go Image, and then go walk. I agree with that too.
Noche Caliente.
It's not there anymore.
I don't know what's
We're actually
around
having
anymore.
the quinta there.
What is
It's
it?
called Far West Event
Is it-
Center now.
is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Right there where
Noche Caliente used to be at.
Peter Piper still? Or no, where
Across from it, right across from Rolando's.
Where,
Oh, yeah,
where,
yeah.
where Peter Piper used to
Right.
be.
Yeah. Right there, right across from Rolando's.
Oh, Pistol Pete's. Remember
Pistol
Pistol
Pete's, that's what it
Pete's?
was.
Yes, but
Hey,
Peter
they
Piper's-
changed to Peter.
Yeah. People don't remember Pistol Pete's.
Yeah,
I've
no,
told
dude,
them,
I
hey,
did.
people, remember we had lockouts there.
Yeah, Pistol
Oh man.
Pete's.
Oh wait,
I used to remember that one and Mr. Getty's.
I sounded real Mexican on that one.
It's Pistol
Oh,
Pete.
the Pistol Pete's way.
For Roger's friend. Yeah, they have a heavy accent.
Fuck you, man. I'm Mexican.
Hey,
bro.
and then out of the three, the one they say that has the heavy accent is
The one that
Cranky,
doesn't
man.
speak no Spanish.
he sounds like George Lopez.
The most coconut out of all of us, they freaking say he has the heaviest accent.
I guess, man.
Yeah, he could pass. He could pass for. Oh shit. Well, enough about the immigration. Then it's who knows? It's gonna get.
But pisses me off though too. Like about that is like they don't even know what they're protesting for, dude. That's what gets me mad. Is because I see them on TikTok and they're live, whatever. And I say, let me click on their live and see what's going on, And one of the idiots is like, well, this was our land before, so we're taking it back.
Yes.
So you're a
So
Native
that's why you're
American?
exactly. That's why you're protesting. And then another person was, and then I clicked on another live, and this other lady's all, well, I know other presidents have said this before, but this guy's just a bully, so that's what we're like. These motherfuckers don't even know why they're protesting.
So,
They
okay.
just want to go fucking out there and just tear shit up.
So to
You know?
make a point about the land, I've heard that a lot. I've seen people wearing shirts. Oh, it's not stolen. If it how does it go? Like you're not illegal if it's stolen land.
It wasn't stolen.
That's how it goes, right? But I'm like, that fight is I don't know, man. I personally think that fight is way far overdone. Because what white people gonna do? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'll leave. We'll leave. We'll go back to Europe. I'm sorry. You can have your land back.
Columbus, let's go. Pack up. We're out of here.
All right. So now that you brought that up, there was something on the news today where they were talking about the NFL is going to Australia next year, and they're gonna play a game. They don't know which two teams and which date yet, but they've already decided that they're gonna have a game in Australia. And the TV, the anchors, are trying to do like Australian accents. Good day, mate, and shrimp on the Barbie, and they're doing all this, right? And they're like, oh, we're not doing good. And Sabrina's like, so imagine if they would have said, oh, we're gonna play a game in China. What would they have done? like that's people don't realize like that's racist, but it's supposed to be funny. Like if it would have been Chinese, or they would have said something like that, and they would have ching chong ching, they would have done all that crap. It would have created an uproar. If you're over here, my thing, that same news channel is the one that I always tell you where they say, oh, Pearl, San Antonio. And,
stupid.
I hate that, bro. Like, I hate it. Why do you have to, orale and tamales? And I'm like, bro, that's racist. You're not Hispanic. Don't try to use, all right, amigo. Like, it's bro.
Hey, Vato.
Let me continue. Saturday, I ran into this guy that I guess I shot pool with a while back, older white dude. And he sees me like, hey, man, I haven't seen you in a coon's age. And I'm like, what the?
Holy shit.
Like, really? Bro.
You listened to the episode?
I was like, damn, dog.
You're lucky I seen Wild Wild West.
I know what that means.
I was like, golly.
So it's going to be the NFL in China. Fa ra 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 ra. Really?
Yeah, bro, I'm not even. I was like, these people, man. These people.
The NFL in Mexico. Feliz Navidad. I mean, but they don't think too. They just think you just go. I don't know. It just comes out. I don't know. It comes out of their mouth just like, well, good day, mate. Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
It's a lovely accent you have there.
What is it, Austria?
No, it is New Zealand. Is it New Zealand? Right? New Zealand?
Austria.
Oh,
Austria. Another shrimp on the Barbie.
let's not.
From
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. If you don't know that, oh my God. Are we gonna dive into the? Or are we gonna leave it for? You know what I'm talking about. Are we gonna dive into that, or are we just gonna know?
I'm willing to dive into whatever we're gonna dive into.
Our conspiracy theory.
Oh, I mean, we can touch on it.
So we talked about Miss Bill Miller, Miss Universe Bill Miller, who got awarded the money, and we mentioned it.
Oh yeah.
Because right away we were like, scam.
Yeah.
That can't be real. This has got to be an inside job. But what if it was? Can you imagine, like, first of all, what would happen to that girl if it comes out that it was a sham?
Well, the thing is, man, is that like rumors are starting to get out.
Yeah.
Or now, I mean, I'm gonna call them rumors.
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna
look
call
at all
them
these rumors.
Yeah,
Right to me, yeah.
they're starting to get out, and like from what I heard is that it was
It was a scam.
it wasn't a planned scam, but it was like you need to get your money scam.
Like it was set up.
Okay, there was an accident, but according to the rumor, allegedly, she already had a burn or something in that area.
Because according to the,
Allegedly.
she worked at a pizza place.
Oh.
Where she had said she was a server. Remember, she
did say
she was a server.
Yes. So how, as they say, loose lips sink ships.
Yep.
Little things are kind of bubbling to the top, as they say.
No pun intended.
Use every cliche that you want to use on this one, because stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned.
I'm also guessing that Bill Miller is just makes a buku money because, it's like $2 million. They're giving her $2 million, I guess, but then they're making another $2 million fucking store over there in Live Oak, man.
But it's Bill Miller's. It's fast food barbecue.
God darn, dude.
What would you rate? I mean, you guys have been to real barbecue places. Y'all been to the Blacks. You've been to what's that other one? The
Salt Lick.
Salt Lick. The one with the circle.
Yeah.
The one with the
With
is that
the pit
Salt
in the
Lick?
middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Salt Lick, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lick.
Y'all been there. Shit, you've even been to Rudy's, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You could probably rate all those above Bill Miller's.
Oh yeah. Dude.
So it's probably somebody
Two
coming in
brothers.
from out of town, and they're probably like, Bill Miller's is the best barbecue. Are you fucking kidding me? Who the fuck?
I've seen those videos too, man. I just laugh.
It's dumb. I say the same thing about restaurants, right? Everybody's all like michera and what's the other one? The
La Margarita.
Pico de gallo.
Pico de gallo.
Like,
Yes.
oh, those are so good. No, motherfucker, go down below 90. Go down
Exactly.
below Highway 90. Go
Yeah.
try one of those holes in the walls,
Yeah.
and we'll
Go
see
down
what you
Culebra,
say.
Go down.
Oh.
Yeah, bro.
Because all that metiera, that's all touristy.
Yeah, go out down couples.
Dude, really, like the rice, it's horrible. Like the beans, I mean, come on. Dude.
Yeah,
If you
it's-
come to the ones down, below 90, you'll come out yelling, "Viva el guapo!" Like you're like,
Those are
shit
the
like
ones that I tell everybody. If you've ever gone to a Mexican restaurant out of town, it's not Mexican. It's like Mexican cuisine. So when you go to these places, that's what that is. Rosario's was the same way.
Yeah.
It was a Mexican cuisine. It
They use
wasn't.
that, in the cuisine, they use it like the black beans.
Yeah. I mean, but it's just
not,
like it's supposed to be like an upscale, high scaled, or whatever. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just don't. It's not Mexican. It's not Mexican.
I guess talking about food had you get.
Somebody got hungry. Somebody got hungry.
Oh my god. Anyway, stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some stuff. There's got to be some stuff coming up about that. There's
Something.
Loose lips sink ships, baby. Loose lips.
Speaking of like going out of town, man.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say speaking of loose lips.
They
Oh,
they,
you know her too. Okay.
They I've been going out of town and ordering, some food, and to the point where you ask for tacos. I remember going towards El Paso, going into New Mexico, going to Arizona, ordering tacos, and they're like, okay, what kind would you like? And I'm like, let me have a carne asada taco and a bean and cheese taco. And they're looking at me like, do you want that in a taco? Like, yeah. And they bring me a taco shell with carne asada or bean and cheese. And I'm like, what the hell? Because over there,
You got
their
tortillas,
tacos
man?
are burritos.
Oh god.
Yeah, dude, it's not the same. So,
Only burritos are at Chipotle, man. Come on.
yeah. Telling you.
Everything come out okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. You still sick? You still feeling?
No, I'm good. I'm
The
better.
effects?
Yeah,
But-
I got all the antibiotics.
That
I
shit.
need.
No, that shit's going around, dude. Like
Bad, bro. Everybody had it.
everybody that I know
Yeah.
is somebody like is fucked up. They got flu. They have bird flu. I mean, they have all that. I'm like, ooh, that cows can get affected by bird flu, and just as much as they're having to kill all these chickens, that's because of the bird flu. Cows can get it too. So what's gonna happen then? They're already paying a shit ton. Oh, Waffle House. Like I told y'all, Waffle House is charging 50-cent surcharge for every egg.
For every egg.
Yeah, so if you want, if you get your platter with 2 eggs and a side of bacon, that's $1, an extra $1, because you got 2 eggs. Oh man.
No. It's
And
those
then
tariffs.
they stole what, $100,000 or no? Wait, what was it? $40,000 worth of eggs or some shit like that.
From where?
Did you about that?
No.
Yeah. Then I want to say it was Philadelphia. They stole. Somebody went in and stole a shit ton of eggs. that was either like $100,000 or $40,000 or something like that. They're like, what are you gonna do with that many eggs? I think it was like 106,000 eggs.
God.
Gotta have them. That's what they're gonna do with them.
Dude, so I went all over the place looking for where to watch it, and I can't find it. I think on YouTube TV you might be able to, but
Born needs
I
to
mean,
lay.
there's
That's
still
what
a
we're
CD
talking about.
exchange, so I'm gonna have to go there and go get it.
You still have a CD player, a DVD player?
Uh, game console?
PS4, yeah.
yeah, your game consoles play CDs
Oh, I don't have
or
one of those.
DVDs.
I haven't played one of those in a long time.
Yeah,
We
I
were
don't know.
talking
man.
about that earlier. Born in East LA.
Yeah, since we've been talking about all this deportation stuff, just seemed like a good movie to watch at the time.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. So yeah, that was we kind of talked about that. I don't know if y'all wanted, guys. If y'all wanted to, if there was a topic that we could talk about, would be the porn star stigma.
Oh, well, okay. I think it started off with the porn star, but we can talk about like any other,
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that was a good point. That's all
so
right. So, everybody knows who Mia Khalifa is, and if you have to go look her up, then I don't know.
just
But-
make sure that nobody's watching your
Yeah,
phone.
make sure the kids aren't around and you're not married.
If you have to look around, it means you're not 18 yet.
So Mia
Or you're
Khalifa,
married and,
yeah. She was a porn star, and she
No. Cranky says that she was a necklace designer.
That's what she said.
yeah.
Oh, that she
That's
was
what
that
she's
before.
saying in the video.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
before?
No, not before.
Oh, not before?
That's what,
No,
she,
that's
is
what
now.
she is now.
That's what she is now.
So the whole reason.
Yeah, with that outfit.
Yeah.
I'm a necklace designer showing her cleavage. Like, okay, yes, that's what you are.
So the reason I brought it up is because there was I don't know if you would call it a meme, but it was a kind of like a TikTok or a meme. So they asked her like, "Oh, hi, like, what do you do for a living?" And
Yeah.
she says, "Well, oh, I'm a jewelry designer." And then they start, what is that called? They cut the
Yeah.
they stitch
Yeah.
like, all these
Yeah.
people like making that face like,
Like,
are
what?
you serious right now? Like really? Like because everybody knows her as a porn star, and that got me thinking like, well, what if like what happens with porn stars? Like they're gonna be porn stars forever? I know some that try and get into like the I mean I heard that they try to get into like realty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they try and sell houses and shit like that. Like some people, one of them's a DJ. Apparently, she flies all over the world, but she's a DJ Brit or some shit like that. But Cranky brought up a good point. It's like,
And she founded her own. She co-founded the brand Shaitan with designer
Hope
Sarah
Khalifa?
Byrne. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
but see, and she's still using the name,
Yeah.
right? She's not going by any other name.
well, that's her real name, isn't it?
I don't think so. No, I mean most of them make up their names.
I mean, most of them do. I mean, if it sounds like your first pet's name and your street name that you grew on, of course it's made up.
So I mean, I can't use Sebastian Clydesdale. But I mean, is that her real name? I don't think. You think so?
I'm about
He's
to
on
see.
it. He's on it right now. But so the whole point was like, do they, once they get past the porn thing, do they lose the porn stigma or does it stay with them forever? But Cranky got up a good point because what happens with people like Urkel?
Uh-huh.
Everybody knows him as Urkel. That's he's Jaleel White, right? Jaleel White. No, nobody calls him Jaleel White. Everybody says, "Oh, Urkel."
Well, they try to call him that on his game show now that he's hosting, but
Does he get mad?
no, they call him Jaleel White. But
Okay. But I guess what my point is, or my question is, like, does everybody else have to play along with it? And it's like, no, I'm not Mia Khalifa, the porn star. I'm Mia Khalifa, the jewelry designer. Like, does everybody else have to play with that? Like, do we have to go along with it?
that she's a designer?
Yeah.
No. I mean, once you have a stigma, I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter what you want. So her real name, she was born Sarah Jo Shimon.
Shimon. Shimon.
and she was born in Lebanon in '93.
That she does say. She does say
She was
that
born
she
in
wasn't
Lebanon in
born
'93
Lebanon.
and relocated to the United States with her family.
She's illegal.
And I was just about to say.
Oh.
I mean, so was what's her name?
Damn.
Ashton Kutcher's wife.
Mila?
She wasn't born here either.
Mila Kunis?
Mila Kunis. Mila Kunis. Interesting. Is that why?
But I wonder if they got their COVID vaccine. That's why since they got married, they were able to get their green card. So,
I mean, dude, if we're gonna get all like technical on this, deportation stuff, we shouldn't have any basketball or baseball. Am I right?
well, wait, why
Well-
not? Well, basketball because you do have a lot of Europeans.
Europeans.
You're right. But they have work visas.
Yes, they
As long
Because
as
of the
that's what we
contract.
pay, you
kind of
know?
talked about this a while back that they do have
Or they were
to
sold.
have that, and they
With the what?
Or they were sold like the baseball players. I bought them for $20,000.
that's what they did to Can't Get Right.
But okay, so if they have work visas,
Yeah,
so their visas only should be good during the season.
Yeah.
Like once the season's over,
Yeah.
right.
then they need to go back home, pretty much.
And sometimes it. I mean, I guess it doesn't. It happens sometimes, but maybe not more than often. Is that if like they have it so you can play in the United States, but like then you have to have one if you want to go to Canada.
Yeah.
So you got to have like two different ones. So if you go to Toronto, and if you don't have the other one, then you can't go.
I mean, and I'm curious, right, to find out if a lot of these athletes that come over here to work, if they, while they're here, start the process to become a citizen, right? I will tell you, there was a pool player. His name is Fedor Gorst, right? He's Russian,
Oh, Russia.
and he was playing. They had this game that they play against the Europeans and the United States, kind of like the Davis Cup for golf.
yeah.
So it's called the Mosconi Cup. Well, he was playing with the European side a few years ago, and decided he was going to play for the U.S. So he moved to the U.S. and became a citizen here. So he did go through his stuff to become a citizen. But the reason he didn't want to play over there anymore is because they weren't allowing him to play. He had to play a circuit in order to get rankings to make the team, basically. He couldn't play because of the whole Ukraine thing with Russia and everything that was going on.
Right.
He was like, I'm not going to deal with that. So he just started playing tournaments here, became a citizen here. Now he's playing for the U.S. It became a whole freaking thing between the teams, and now they don't like each other, all this other crap, right? But so I'm curious to find out how many basketball players, baseball players, football players, because you got your Australian punters and, all those people, right? I'm curious to see, do they start the process, finish the process to become a citizen so they can just stay here?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people do purchase a home here, right? But are they legal? They have a work visa? Does the work visa expire? Like, how does that work? I'm curious to find that out.
The first one that comes to mind because it's here is Manu.
Yeah? Tony Parker?
He's from Argentina.
Wemby?
Wimby?
Oh,
Tony Parker?
duh, right? Wimby. So what did they do? Because Manu lives here. Tony Parker still has a house here.
I
He
mean,
just sold it.
I don't know where were Manu's kids born. Were they born here?
Oh.
Oh.
Send them back. But I mean, that's the first one that comes to mind because what do they do? Like once they're done playing, do they go back? I mean, fuck. Do you think they want to go back after being here for Manu was playing here for what?
Almost 20 years?
20 years.
His children were born in Argentina.
Oh, okay.
They're illegal. Oh my God. Ice, if you're listening, please come in. Please. Did we have any more of those idiots? Telling on people and shit.
You know what? There was, man, and I can't remember which one it was. We had just heard of another one. Oh, man, I can't remember. Sabrina was bringing it up.
It's like, why can't?
You know what? You know what her main thing was last week though. So Saturday we went to the wildlife freaking not the wildlife the cattle walk
Natural big cat.
the cattle walk
Oh,
Saturday.
downtown.
on Saturday. So we went in the
Yeah.
morning, right? We get there, freaking packed. I didn't see a lot of Mexicans, but I did see a few, right?
Yeah, they were handling the.
Yeah. So you saw a lot of them, though, handling the cattle and the horses and stuff. But they had a bunch of, like, groups that were coming out, and there were some from Seguin, and they were all Mexican because apparently, the guys, Jose Seguin or Luis Seguin, whatever his name was,
Seguin, yeah.
that they named him after, right? They had a whole thing out there for him. They had a lot of the girls and guys in there, like, they look like mariachi outfits, but they're like Mexican outfits.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
riding,
yeah.
they're riding the horses and stuff. And there was a bunch of people there
Careful.
of the lighter color,
Careful.
yelling, "Ay, yay, viva, viva Mexico!" Like they're doing this, and I'm looking at them, and I look at Sabrina, and she looks at me, and she goes, "But I bet you all those motherfuckers are the ones saying send them back." But yeah, you're gonna be here screaming like that, trying to throw a grito, right?
Viva el guapo!
Yeah,
What were they yelling for?
just because the Mexicans were coming out, so they started freaking throwing gritos.
They were probably
and they were all
the-
white.
The chareados, right? Or those
Yeah.
chareados
Yeah,
or whatever.
and they had some of the guys that were making the horses dance.
Yeah,
and doing
yeah,
all that.
yeah, that's
I
what
mean,
they
it was
do.
cool.
Yeah.
But you have all these people throwing gritos, and they're not Mexican. They're not Hispanic. You're looking at them like, wow. And then I even had a guy. So there was a couple that was right in front of us. The girl was, you could tell, the lady was Hispanic. You could tell. The guy she's with, of course, he's full blown white. You could see.
Because the way she said Walmart?
No, she is so hard trying to be white.
White.
And she's talking like very proper and trying to do like talking like this. And he didn't hear something, and he turns around, he goes, "Monday?" And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "I know it's yo sé it's very these amigos," and like just saying words, and I'm looking at him like, "Bro, stop." Just because you're with a Hispanic woman doesn't mean you have to try to speak Spanish, especially if she's trying to be white. Like, don't do this, man. Like, that, to me, that's racist. That's racist.
Yeah, it is. Just like me.
Well, but we got all the way back to here from the stigma. So yes, should she keep that stigma? I mean, honestly, until she becomes a successful jewelry designer, she's gonna keep the porn
She was
star.
already a successful jewelry designer, man. She designed the pearl necklaces. Jeez. That's what y'all understand.
Look that up. Just be careful. You might get spammed.
Yeah, not safe for work.
It's not safe at work.
Not safe for work.
SFW.
Yeah. And then like you mentioned Urkel. We had mentioned a few other ones.
You mentioned
Carlton?
Yeah,
Carlton.
Yeah.
Carlton's never gonna get. He still does the dance on freaking on the video show that he does.
Yeah,
The
the
America's Funniest
America's
Videos. He
Funniest
still does the
Videos.
Carlton dancer.
Yeah.
I mean, he's never gonna get away from that. I think he came out on stage with
I
Will
think
one
he,
time at a concert and he did the dance.
I think he
Patented it?
yes.
I think he
No
did too.
way,
Yeah,
he
I
did?
think he did patent
because it was used on Fortnite.
No
And
way.
he freaking like he had this Fortnite take it off, man.
it.
Really?
They didn't want to pay him.
Really? How, like, oh.
I mean, they have Michael Jackson on there, but I guess he can't sue them. So
From the grave.
I mean, who else has a stigma? I would have said Al Bundy for a while, but he did.
He's got something else.
Well,
now.
he started doing
Family.
Modern Family,
Modern
so that
Family,
it
yeah.
kind of helped him out, I guess, a little bit.
Well, Christina Applegate.
Yeah, she was Kelly for a long time, but she's done a lot of movies and
Well,
shows.
yeah, but she's still.
But she's still
when you
considered
think of,
Kelly.
Like when you say Christina Applegate, it was like Kelly.
Yeah,
Like,
Kelly Bundy.
Right
Yeah.
away.
Peg, same thing. You know what I mean? I mean,
Chicago.
like who else? Like, what other actors just?
Probably.
I mean, he's not. I mean, like,
Well, Pee Wee Herman,
Pee Wee. He's not alive no more. But Screech.
Screech.
Oh, Dustin.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Stitch-
Well, he never did anything else, like really.
yeah.
I mean, except for porn.
Wasn't he in a porn?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. Did he do the porn?
He
or
did
was
porn.
Just,
He did
porn, no,
Yeah, he did porn.
No, I don't want to see that video. No. But
Yeah.
who's the other one? I was gonna say anybody that was on 90210.
Well,
Friends.
I think when you think about it, it was a lot of the child actors
Yeah.
that had when they were on sitcoms. They kind of stuck to that because if you think about Fred Savage, nobody ever remembers him with anything else except for the Austin Powers. Mole, mole, mole. That's the only thing. Other than that, He was on Wonder Years. You know, Topanga.
So Wonder Years was coincidentally got cut short. I know a story about that. Like it wasn't supposed to end when it ended.
Really? What happened?
They had to end it.
Because they were getting too old?
No,
Because they were having sex.
Yes, because there was allegations going around in the set.
Allegedly,
Fred
they were
Sapp, what was his character's name?
Winnie, and what was his name?
I got you, stumped
No,
you.
hold on, it's Kevin.
Stumped you.
Kevin.
Kevin,
Yeah, yeah,
Kevin and Winnie were banging. Is that what
No,
you're saying?
dude.
Who?
I'm talking about off stage.
No, I know, but was it them or?
No, it was Fred Savage. I mean, the last name says it all, man. Come on.
So he was one of those.
He was one of those.
So he was giving her pearl necklaces when
Yes,
she
so he
didn't
was handing
want
out
them.
He was handing out pearl necklaces.
Wow.
Him and
So he was doing what Justin Tucker was doing.
no, he wasn't asking. He wasn't getting massages.
Oh,
You know,
I thought he was another Deshaun Watson.
he was pretty much doing. You know,
He was diddling.
you want a promotion? Bring out the lotion.
Oh, so he was doing what the producer did for all the Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah, pretty much.
He was doing that. Okay.
So Wonder Years didn't ended when it wasn't like it was.
It was a
that's
good
what-
ending,
It
but
could have
Yeah.
still been going
It
on.
could have still been going
but-
on, but because all this was happening, they ended
cut
the
it
show.
short.
They ended the show.
and I'm pretty sure that's why he didn't have any other jobs until Austin Powers.
There you go.
Makes sense.
Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman. That's
Hey,
another one.
is that- Yo, but I'm saying, like, you know, he did that. Pee Wee did his diddling thing, and then he got back to being popular again. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, but it's like when you're shoving cocks in your mouth for a year, like, you know, and then you want to get away from it, like. What? Oh, I know you. You were in, you
Yeah.
know, Triple Busty 27.
You just moved to Syracuse.
And smell holly.
Does he like the Blackhawks?
He's a big Black Hawk fan.
He said something today, man. I don't know if he caught it. I don't know if y'all caught it because he said something today. He was, oh shit! What did he? I can't even remember now. Wait, y'all fill.
We
I'll
have to
find
go.
it. I'll find it.
And the pitch
Now,
and caught by the left fielder.
there you go. That's how you do it. He says, "Oh, here's what he says." He says, "Did you see the clips of Mike Tyson pulling his punches?"
Oh, yeah.
And I sent the
The-
meme.
no
from
way,
the,
yeah.
no way, we landed on the moon. And I don't know if he got that because he was all, are you serious? I'm like, no, dumbass. I'm like, we landed on the moon. How long ago was that damn fight?
It was in November, wasn't it?
3 months ago?
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm like, come on, man. Yeah, he's pulling his punches. I'm like, here it comes from under his rock again. Jesus. I wonder if the Blackhawks are playing tonight. I'm sorry, Blackhawks. Sorry, Blackhawks. Blackhawks.
What was that from? From We're the Millers?
Which one was that one?
Black cock down. When they're doing the charade, the picture or whatever.
Oh,
Is that a skateboard? Or no, is that a sock? Is that a penis? It's a big black penis. It's black cock down.
Wasn't it?
It's all right, Mother Teresa.
Wasn't it the breakup? Was it the breakup?
No, it was We're the Millers.
Yeah, the Millers.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, and they're in. Okay,
They're at the campfire
Yes,
because
that's right.
they're bringing the drugs back.
Yes.
He goes, it was a skateboard. Oh yeah, I can see that.
Jennifer Aniston in Horrible Bosses.
Oh, Horrible Bosses.
Oh,
The first
my
one.
God, dude.
The first one.
And I know, you know, she's got the, you know, that stigma.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
from Friends.
walked around, you
Yeah.
know, that the
was
the
nipply.
studio was always cold.
It was nipply outside.
Shall we say?
Yeah.
So she's always had that, but seeing her in Horrible Bosses, oh my God, that is like,
Or when she does her nude scene in the breakup.
I have to go back and watch that one.
It's not.
It just shows her butt. She's walking
just
back
shows
to
her
the
butt.
room.
Is it really her? You know they have body doubles. But I mean, I guess if she did Horrible Bosses, I'm guessing because that was her. That was. Oh yeah. Hold on, I'll be back. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try and create a pearl necklace.
Oh man.
So what's the story from here that you were just telling us when we got here?
So there was a shooting back on the 25th, where
On the 25th?
on the 25th of
Okay.
January, yeah. So just a week ago.
Okay.
And so the story is the details just came out today. The story was there was a drive-by shooting at a location, at a house, and they killed the girl that was inside. As they're leaving, officers had heard the shots, and then other officers also were called. So they see the vehicle fleeing, and they start going after it. And as they're going after it, the vehicle crashes. The lady that was inside dies. The gentleman inside tries to run, and they catch him. They find an automatic weapon in the vehicle, and so they realize they saw the suitcase and the airline tickets, and they put two and two together. So they realize, okay, this guy's fleeing the scene of the shooting, right? So when
This guy's going to Aspen.
he's going to Aspen. So today the details come out.
Hey.
The details come out today that 2 months before the shooting, there was an argument between the girl that was shot and the lady that died in the vehicle. The lady that died, I guess there was an argument. She was 43 years old. The girl was 25.
Was it a girlfriend or something?
I don't know, but the
didn't
lady,
say.
they didn't give that detail. They just
Right,
said that the
right.
lady showed up to the girl's residence. They have an altercation. They both have a knife. And that the 25-year-old stabs the 43-year-old.
Wow.
She sustains a cut also, but she stabs her. They call the police, all this stuff. Well, the boyfriend of the 25-year-old receives a call that there's going to be retaliation. So don't know again what the whole situation was.
Wow.
Fast forward 2 months later, a vehicle pulls up, an AK shoots about 30 rounds, kills the
Jesus,
girl,
fuck,
and they
man.
flee and crash. Well, the lady that was driving was the lady that was stabbed 2 months before.
Yeah.
The lady that was driving just happens to be the mom of the son she drove to go do the drive-by, the 19-year-old. So now the girl's dead, the mom's dead, and the 19-year-old is facing murder charges.
Jesus, man.
I mean, like, we're watching it. I'm watching the news and I'm explaining it, and Cranky walks in. He's like, "What movie is that?" I'm like, "Exactly, bro. It's like a scene from a movie. Like, it makes, dude." Or like you think about the one from yesterday. What happened yesterday at the barbershop?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So there was a
Yeah.
barbershop over there, like San Pedro, Bassi area, Bassi Blanco,
Yep.
West Avenue.
Right.
A guy walks into the barbershop.
Guy walks into a bar.
Guy walks into a bar.
Oh, I didn't see it there.
Walks into the barbershop with a gun, brandishes a gun, and starts demanding purses and wallets from everybody
Oh,
in
you
there.
told us about that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as he's walking in, he's demanding all this. He's demanding it from the owners as well, and there's a male owner and a female owner. The male owner doesn't want to give anything
Nope.
up, so he gets pistol whipped by the guy, falls down. So he turns around and focuses on now the female owner. Turns his back on this dude. The guy pulls out a gun and ends up shooting the guy multiple times in the chest and
Yep.
ends up killing him. They rush him to the hospital. He dies at the hospital. Yeah. So of course he's not going to get faced with any charges. He was defending his business. He was defending, he was allowed to use lethal force because the guy he was brandishing a weapon. This guy must have been the stupidest freaking robber. Got to come out on most dumbest criminals.
dumbest criminals?
Like, first of all, that's not a one-man job. That's a two-man job.
Who he knows?
Yeah, bro. You don't walk in and be like, "Give me all your money." There's a bunch of people. Let me focus on you, and there's people behind you. No,
You
bro.
first. You
Yeah,
first. You.
And apparently he had zip ties. He was gonna tie everybody up.
Yeah.
But he pistol whipped. My thing is, I pistol whipped this dude. That's the first guy I'm zip tying because he's already knocked down. He turns around and, let me go to you now, and that was his mistake, right? First of all, so that's a two-man job. Second, go in there with a plan.
He didn't
He didn't have a plan. He just went in there and everybody, give me this.
He's just
Like,
trying to buy some fentanyl, man.
and ship it to Mexico.
Yeah.
I mean, you were stupid when you went to a barbershop.
Everybody has a gun in there? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay, no. But here's the thing. Okay, so
What the hell you gonna rob at a barbershop, man?
now I will tell you this. Here's
The
why.
light. I need that light.
No, here's why I will tell you. Most, if it's a barber shop, and it wasn't, it was actually a hair salon.
Hair salon.
But
even
most
worse.
barber shops, right? They deal with cash. They got people that usually pay
Yeah,
cash,
that's true.
right? But and that's why I could see that happening. But nowadays, like my barber,
Cash
I just
app.
send him cash app.
Cash app, yeah.
So now nobody really deals with cash anymore. Like, what were you like? I agree with Cranky. What were you expecting to get?
Maybe that's why he wanted the phones.
Yeah, he wanted phones, he wanted purses and wallets. I mean,
If he was that smart to even know what the fuck he was doing with the phone. But anyway. you
transfer
know.
the cash app
So,
to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe find a way to do it, but
Give me your password.
he's not smart.
Stupid, bro. Like, we got some of the dumbest criminals in San
Too
Antonio.
many
man.
times. I gotta wait a minute. Fuck.
We got some of the dumbest criminals,
Well,
dude.
there was the other thing, the main point, I guess the main point that I was bringing up when we were talking about this on the text was, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So you went around and you fucked around and you found out.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Play stupid games?
It was to a price. So bring up the other one. The other one you sent this morning.
Wait,
Or
which
last
one?
night.
Which one was that one?
I woke up to that one this morning. The coffee one.
Oh. So
was this? But is this the same one?
no, it's in Seattle, Washington. So it's a different. It's
Oh,
yeah, it's similar. It's similar.
I remember.
So
Okay, yeah.
it's another one of those coffee,
With the women.
yeah, like the bikini
Yeah.
bikini coffee places, right?
Rest in peace.
Guy shows up.
Not a good.
Nautica, shout out to Nautica. This guy shows up, but what was it? He ordered something wrong, or he ordered they gave him something wrong.
He ordered a coffee and a water.
Oh, they were charging him $18,
Yeah, $20.
and he's like, I want $5 off because there's no way coffee and a water is $18.
Bitch, you drove there.
Exactly, and he's arguing with this girl, and ends up throwing his coffee at her.
Yeah,
And-
he gets out of the car.
Yeah.
And he gets his cups, and one by one, he throws one, and he throws the
Throws
other.
the other one towards the window.
And then he said, "Oh, that's it. Let me get in my car and walk away."
She reaches
no,
over the
no.
window with a hammer and smashes his windshield.
She whips out her hammer.
Her tempe. She pulled out her tempe
That was
and
her
freaking tempe'd his freaking windshield. And I mean,
And I saw the video, but I didn't hear. Was he saying something to her? Was he
I
saying
couldn't
shit to
hear
her?
that.
Yeah, I don't think
'Cause
it was-
I didn't hear.
I didn't see.
like,
I didn't hear audio.
part.
I
Yeah,
just
didn't hear
saw.
audio either.
You didn't see audio.
I didn't see audio, and I didn't smell.
He didn't see. He didn't see audio, man.
You know,
All
I just, and then they asked the girl, "Why do you have a hammer?" And she was like, "For protection."
Yes.
For protection.
Well, Cranky's point though, with that took it home. Right?
About the way the girl with her physique.
No, well, yeah, because she had the tattoos on her
Oh,
face.
Yes, you know better not to do that to a girl with tattoos on her face,
Because
man.
you know where she got it.
Because you know where she came from.
It rhymes with risen.
Yeah, that chick looked. Man, that chick was hardcore.
And she was the
dude.
owner of that thing.
That was her store.
That's what they said.
That's what it said, that she was the owner.
She had to be an owner because what did I say before? Face tattoo? Oh yeah, you ain't gonna. You better own your own store because you ain't gonna work anywhere. They ain't gonna let you.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I saw her, I was like, ooh, yeah, she's had some time.
I'm like,
She's
you
had
didn't,
some
you
time.
didn't want to circle around maybe a few hours later, see if there was another girl there later? Because you went to get it from that girl?
This girl actually made the ones here look a little bit better.
Don't make fun of the new meat, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, fresh meat.
We apologize to those that work at Bangin' Beans if you're listening.
Now they know.
Y'all, I was like, hey, they got new people working here, and y'all were all like, whatever.
Not impressed.
Well, then I sent these guys one, and there's apparently these in Houston. I forgot what they're called.
Topless Tuesday.
They have Topless Tuesdays, where you go in. It's not a
It-
drive-up.
yeah, you
one.
go inside.
You go inside. So on Tuesdays, they're topless. A barista.
Yeah,
A
but
coffee place.
But I'm curious to find out. Do those girls that were on the video actually work there? You're gonna walk in and be like, where's your hammer?
I asked Krankys the same thing about the Ojos Locos. I was like, do those girls really work at the South Park one? He's on, nah, they don't really work there. But that brings a new meaning to buttery nipple.
It sure does.
Topless Tuesdays and I don't know if I
get your coffee.
Yeah, man. But yeah, but how much are you gonna pay for that fuck? It's like going to a strip club. You ain't gonna get shit.
Where your
You're
beer's
just
$12.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I can imagine what your coffee is.
$15 for a coffee just because the girl had her top down. When are we going?
Be like, can I get $5 off? She wasn't higher than an A.
Yeah, I'm sure there was no, triple D, double D ones working there on Tuesdays. Oh, man.
Crazy stuff.
You know what we're going to have to do? And we're just going to have to take a drive over to Bangin' Beans and take the microphones with us and
go do an interview.
Have a little conversation.
If I drove through here with my pants down,
what would you do?
What would be the first thing to do?
Would you record me and post it on social media?
First of all, do you have a hammer back there? Okay, we're good. Okay, fine. Salute to Bangin' Beans. Even though I've never been.
out.
Louis goes all the time.
Nope. Negative, sir.
Louis goes all the
I've been once.
I live around the corner. I hardly go there.
Because I hardly go there.
Once.
I've been there once.
My mother took
and
me
it wasn't the greatest experience.
Fresh meat, bro.
You know.
And you're like, well, maybe if she was wearing a two-piece. What do you want me a one-piece?
Cranky.
Maybe she's wearing a one-piece.
wearing a
I'm
one-piece.
like, what? Come on. I said she ain't got no stretch marks. She's good. She's one of the few. Oh, my God, man. Let me look at this real quick. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the fentanyl thing.
What, we're shipping it to Mexico?
It's like Dave Chappelle said. The only reason they're trying to stop it because it's happening
affecting-
to white America.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It would happen to no Americans if they just wouldn't do drugs.
Right. If they would just listen to Nancy Reagan, motherfuckers.
Just say no. Where's McGruff the crime dog? We need you, man.
Take a bite out of. No, he's taking a bite out of crime.
Oh, is he?
This is your brain.
Yeah.
This is your brain on drugs.
This is your brain on
Any
fentanyl.
questions?
Listen to Nancy Reagan. Like, don't do drugs.
So I heard a crazy video today, and it was on the morning talk show.
You heard, but you saw it.
I heard it, and I was researching it. I couldn't find it, but I heard the
smelled it.
video. I smelled it, right? Well, okay, so that's gonna have something to do with this. So this guy goes up to his wife, and he's telling her that they have a child, and they gotta come up with means, right? They gotta figure something out. So he gives it 3 options.
Oh,
He says, option number 1, you can go to work to help pay for daycare. She goes, no.
All right.
Okay.
Ex-nay.
He says, option number 2, we can move to a cheaper place and live under our means, so that way we are okay and we make it. She's like, well, what's option 3?
OnlyFans.
He goes, option 3 is, I saw your underwear. And she goes, to who? And he goes, it's probably best you don't know. She goes, yeah, I don't want to know. And he's like, okay. And she goes, well, do I get new underwear? He's like, yeah. And she goes, so I don't have to do anything, just give you.
Is this a true story?
Yeah, it was on. They play the clip of the guy talking to the girl.
Holy shit.
And so the girl's like, so I don't have to do anything, just give you my underwear. He goes, well, your used underwear.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. He goes, and she goes, and then I don't have to work. And he's like, no. She's like, okay, who would say no to that? Yeah, let's do that. So that's the option she chose. So the question was, how many, are there really that many people that are going to buy underwear?
Do you really want to know?
I mean, I've heard of people buying feet pics. I've heard of people buying, stupid stuff, right?
Wait, you say feet? I was like, pictures of feet.
Yes.
Okay. No, it sounded weird to me. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead,
feet
go
pics.
ahead,
Yeah,
go ahead.
so pictures of feet.
All right.
You know, so underwear, and I get it, right? But here's what blows my mind. You don't know where the underwear came from. You don't know if they were actually hers.
Oh.
You don't know if she had her dude wear them, and now you're gonna be smelling balls. Like, what? You know, and it makes you think. Like, all these guys think they're getting these freaking females' underwear. Like, what are you actually smelling?
From under.
And what if they have something?
Oh.
I just don't understand why. I mean, I've never understood why a dude smells women's underwear. I mean, the culo is so close to the cooch that you don't know what the fuck you're smelling, man.
And then when you look at their underwear, which side's front and which side's the back?
Exactly. Unless it's a thong, then you'll know. But other than that, you won't know.
And sometimes they wear it backwards. I don't know.
You don't know if it's the time of the month. You don't know.
What was it? What was it from Saving Sarah or Forgetting Sarah Marshall? When those two newlyweds are there, and he's like, "Well, if God intended us to have fun, He wouldn't have put the garbage disposal next." How did he say it? God damn it! He wouldn't have put the garbage next to the something. Like he wouldn't have put them that close
close.
together.
Yeah,
basically,
there
what he
you
said.
go.
It's not funny because I fucked it up.
But yeah, I mean, you don't know what you're smelling, man. You don't know what end you're smelling.
But these guys, that's why. I don't know if it's on OnlyFans or wherever or what it's on, but that's why these women make so much money, man. They make shit tons of money. Like they're clearing $100,000 a month. Really only 80 because OnlyFans takes 20%, but but it's crazy, dude. Like guys like feet. Like do y'all like feet?
No.
Like, does that turn you on?
No, like a foot fetish?
Yeah, no. Like I've never had a foot fetish, never. So why am I gonna go crazy about feet pics? Or like, there'll people
And
like,
people actually pay
like,
for that.
Oh, stick your finger in between your toes and then put it on a tissue paper and send it to me, and I'll pay you $100. I mean, really? I've never been a foot. How many people out there are feet people, guys?
Yeah.
Admit it.
Or girls.
What do what drives?
What kind of fetish would they have?
Yeah, what kind of fetish do women
I
have?
don't know. We want to hear. Let us know. Let us know.
Just ask Roger.
Give some feedback. He smells holly.
That's his fetish.
He knows. He'll know right away. Oh, she does holly. But I mean, I don't know. I guess women are they like certain things, but they don't go crazy over feet. They go crazy over muscles and shit.
We'll have to post that question.
Yeah,
We'll have to post that question and
and
find out.
Fetish over muscles, though, like the way.
But is it a fetish? Like, is there a
No.
difference?
I don't think there. I think if women have a fetish, it would be, of other women like doing stuff. I don't think it'd be of men.
A
'Cause
fetish.
we're gross. We're disgusting.
Nobody wants to get in there.
you know.
Nobody wants to smell the fromunda.
Mm.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. But that's all that to say, guys will buy anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No idea where those panties came from
Or who was wearing them?
or STI. No, what was it?
Oh yeah.
You sent that-
And there was another one that said that this guy says, yeah, man, I've been married to my girl for 10 years, and she developed an STI, and so I was trying to figure out like what happened. So she started accusing him, like, have you been with anybody else?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, like, yeah, they weren't great as far as their relationship, but they both claimed that they hadn't been with anybody else. So apparently this girl borrowed her friend's sex toy and apparently got it from there. Now, I got it from metro.co, right? It was a UK kind of website, but the guy was asking, and I guess doctors were commenting, could she really get it from that? And there's like, well, it just depends on how long between uses. Like, was it a long period of time that her friend used it and then she used it?
Yeah.
Right? That's one, I guess.
Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because if
Well,
it was-
what like one one of the there's contributing factors. So that's one factor, right? Was it recently used? The second factor is if it wasn't cleaned properly. And then the third was also like if you have a cut or an open wound, you're more susceptible to get something because it's going straight into your your blood. You know what I mean?
That's
So
yeah.
they were like, there's a lot of factors that come into play. One, was it clean? Two, how quick did she use it and gave it to her and she used it? Like yes, you can.
Here, I'm done. Here you go.
It's possible, but it's very, very, very highly unlikely that it happened.
Dirty bitches.
So,
dirty bitches. Wash your shit. Wash your shit.
oh, I forgot to wash it. Can you just wash it before you use it?
So let's end on this. Just it's maybe a surprise to you guys, but maybe not. But I did hear it on the
Blind reaction?
Yeah, I did hear it on the radio.
Okay.
It was actually either this morning or yesterday. Body count.
I heard that one.
Does body count? I don't.
Does it matter to?
We've touched on it, but I don't think we've ever really dove into it. Like, does body count matter in a relationship? And here's what happened. Right?
Yeah, and not just to a guy, like in relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
Anybody, men or women, whatever. In a relationship, out of a relationship. So here's what happened. The guy met a girl, right? And so they eventually, they dated and they got married and
They were married for several years and had kids. Yeah.
like 10 years, I think
Yeah.
he said. Well, it turns out that a friend or a friend of the woman or a friend of somebody told the guy, the husband, what her real body count was. And that it was in like the thousands.
Yeah, it was over triple digits.
It was
is what
over
they said.
yeah, it was a lot.
In one weekend?
No,
She wasn't the five guys. She wasn't the five guys.
what was her name? Blue?
Yeah, whatever her name
Big
was.
Tits Blue or whatever her name is.
BLEW. Blue.
Thank you, Mr. Carlos. Oh, no. No. But, so he finds out that her body count is actually way more than what she told him. And
now he's like
and
disturbed
now
about
he's-
it.
Yeah, he's double thinking. He's overthinking or whatever you want to call it about the relationship. They've been married for...
Yeah, they've already
I
been
think
married
they
and
said
had
they've
kids.
been married at least 10 years. That's what he said. So,
Like, does it really matter at that point?
10 years later.
So, two questions, right?
I have one point, but go ahead.
Well, two
No,
questions.
no.
One, would it matter finding out at the beginning or finding out that she lied later or he lied later and it's a lot higher? Does it matter that far along? 10 years later, married, have kids, does it matter to you now?
Yeah.
And was the body count still going up during the marriage? During the marriage.
You said it was 350. I meant 500.
Well, what do they always say about the woman's body count?
The rule of three.
The rule of three.
Yeah, you
Rule of
times
three.
it.
You multiply it by 3.
So you.
Well, you got to go back to the video that one of y'all sent, remember, to the group, where that one girl was saying, well, I don't count my content as a body count.
Oh, yeah.
And then I don't count a one-night stand, or if I'm drunk, I don't count that as a body count. Like, so
So-
what do you, well, only the ones that I'm actually connected to.
So she is I don't know, sex worker, if you want to call her that. And she, on a video, said, I don't count my content work as a body count
I don't
because
count that either.
that's like.
You don't count that either?
Really?
You're not exchanging bodily fluids.
Wait.
And even though you're saying bodily fluids kissing,
You-
I mean,
Well,
you know what I meant.
Just kissing?
But how aren't you exchanging bodily fluids?
Because it's content. It's freaking through the content is through the video.
No, she's talking about
No.
content that she's recording her having sex with
It's
somebody.
like a meat, what they call meat.
Yeah,
like
it's a meat.
Oh, okay, that. Okay,
So
okay,
she's saying
but
they're
it-
having
yeah,
sex,
that
but she's saying she
counts.
doesn't count. She doesn't count it because
she's claiming
it's not
it doesn't
somebody
count.
that she's connected to. It was just a content.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, so I think that's where the rule of three
That's
does
what I
come
didn't-
into
that's
play.
what I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I thought it was she was sending content.
Oh,
out
no,
or
no,
doing
no,
video,
no.
FaceTime.
No.
It's
She's an
video.
actual
Yeah.
That's what
person, actual guy going, having sex, putting it on, online or on the line.
On the line, yeah.
And she's not counting that. Like, how do you not count that? You just got cock and balls. Like,
Yeah.
come on. But anyway, yeah, I mean that
You counted. It's counted.
it's counted. So this guy, he was having, now he's having second thoughts.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know, but the one lady called in and said, which was a good point. Well, she's still with you, like. She's been with you this whole time, like, and she hasn't messed around or anything. Like, shouldn't that count for something? You
Yeah,
know?
and I think they said, man, maybe she was just going through her whole phase, and
What the? And blame it on the women. I'll blame it on the women because what happens, like, if they're young, 22, 23, 24, they're with the guy, they break up. What do all her friends tell her?
go sleep with somebody
Go
else.
fuck somebody else.
Yep.
The best way to get over someone.
Get under someone.
And don't say you don't do that, women, because you do.
Yeah.
And it don't matter who they are. If somebody's married or friends married or they have a boyfriend, it don't matter. They still tell, go to the club. Go to the club.
Go get a hall pass.
Yeah, go to the club.
Yeah.
Go hit that shit up, man.
Yeah. So okay, I guess the question, right? So does body count matter?
And if
And
so
is it true
just
body count?
Let me know what club you're going to.
So we'll post those two questions.
Yeah, does it matter?
Well, body count. I think body count doesn't matter because you're never gonna know the truth. Maybe this guy. Maybe you don't even know if that's truth.
Well,
Even
I
though she
think he
said-
did finally tell her, and she finally admitted that it was higher than what she had told him.
Yeah.
You know?
But
I don't think you're ever gonna know the truth of a guy. You know.
well, the exact body count, right?
And it's like the great philosopher Chris Rock said. Don't worry about how many guys she's been with. Just be glad you're fucking her now.
It's never. That's not one of the questions that I've asked, and
I've never,
No,
I've
it's
never
not
had
been a
that.
question.
I've never had that conversation either.
yeah, it's never come up. It's never been like, oh, well, how many? I've been asked that question,
Yeah, but not in a relationship.
but not. Yeah, I've been asked it, and I'm like, well,
I mean,
know.
I think I did it more when high school years, you know. But after the high school, it was like, well, fuck that. Yeah, it doesn't matter no more. You know,
So you wanted to know back in high school.
in high school, you wanted to know, like, you know,
You're only 17. What do you mean
Yeah.
12? What do you mean 20? Yeah. I get it.
you know. But after high school, it's like, all right.
oh man, that's like Clerks. You've had 47 dicks. I'm 47.
Oh.
He was like, oh, I'll see you later. Oh, be careful not to suck any more dick on the way out.
I don't know, dude.
I love that movie, dude. It's great. Dante. Yeah, I mean, there you go. I say body count should not matter because that's shit that's happened before.
Unless like Cranky said, unless it's continuing to rise
During the
during the relationship,
Then we
then
might
it
have
shouldn't.
a-
Then it shouldn't be an issue.
April 25th, you said 250. We're in January and now it's 400.
I mean, when you're looking at the person and you're thinking about, man, I'd like to get with that person, you're not thinking in your head, but only if it's under 20.
Yeah. I'm
You
not
know what I
saying-
mean?
I'm not pulling the Dante and saying I wonder how
Maybe you're
many
trying to
dicks she's
be
had.
number 150.
Yeah.
But is that going to matter moving forward to be in a relationship? Does it matter? Should it matter?
You're in
That's
San
the question.
Antonio, man. Especially being in San Antonio, right? Fucking everybody's.
You're gonna have an Eskimo brother out there somewhere.
I have a brother.
Brothers don't shake.
Brothers got a hug.
Tommy boy?
Yeah.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were young? Oh, dude. So, what else? Anything
Well, I just
else,
want to
or
end
no?
with this quick side.
All right, he's got a.
I'm
quick-
driving, and it sucks, right? We always talk about driving
You
and
get a fast car.
or groceries or
Fast
whatever.
enough.
But I'm driving, and this lady, as I'm trying to turn into my street, this lady is in the middle of the street. So not on one side, she's in the middle of the street, and it looks like she's having trouble steering her wheel. When I see her, I can see that it's a little heavier than usual. So I can see, maybe understand why she might be having some trouble. But that's not the trouble. When I get closer and I'm passing her, she's holding a stupid dog in her hand while she's trying to drive the car, and the dog's trying to get to the window, and it's like going in her arms and going up and down, and that's why she's struggling. First of all, there needs to be retesting once you hit a certain age for driver's license.
I've said that
Right.
for a long time.
But-
I've said that for a long time.
How is that safe? You're old, you're big, and now you have a dog in your hand. Like, come on, man.
It's like we're trying to reach that
Yeah.
dessert on the.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm just trying to get home. I'm just trying to get home.
Norbert, did you mess with my chair?
Oh, my little baby.
Hercules.
That's not Norman, but still.
Might walk over here, but you limping back. So yeah, that's my quick shot. My hot shot. My what do they call them? I don't know.
Hot shot. Cranky? No hot shots?
Nah, because it'll take another 30 minutes if I ever give my hot shot out. I'll do it offline.
Save it next. Save
I'll
it
do it
to
off
next-
air.
Save it for
Save
next
it
week.
for next
Yeah.
week. Yeah, save it for next week. Don't tell us, so we can have a blind reaction. Surprise!
Come ears. Damn.
All right, and I guess.
I guess we'll put the headphones back up.
Fuck! I have them in my hand. Right here, you can hear the box. Right here in my hand, John.
Damn, John, we were gonna call you. We ran out of time.
We were trying to figure out our body counts, and we forgot to call you.
Yeah. We'll have to get to you next week.
Next week, hopefully.
Hopefully.
If we don't get Roger on first.
We're getting closer and closer, though, because, we got the headphones this time.
Now we got the equipment.
Yeah.
Next week, we'll take them out of the box.
Hey, maybe we'll connect one. Who knows? We're getting closer. We're getting closer, John.
That one, I laughed so hard, my head got a little faint. Yes, John, we know we're going to get to you. We found the bag, right? We found the
Found the
connections this time, and then last week we didn't have the headphones, but this week we did. But
Just tell your fan club to just keep their panties in.
don't sell them.
Don't sell them.
Shit.
Don't get your panties in a wad.
Yeah.
And if you do, maybe sell them on a,
Yeah, sell them. You don't have to work.
Krankys. All right, then. That's it. Louis, did you take a shot?
I did.
You did? Took
Right
one?
here. I took
What
one.
the hell is that?
It's a little shot.
It's a thimble.
It's a thimble.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah, well, when we're taking shots, it fucking brings out the damn.
The barrels. Here you go, guys.
Here's your straw.
Yeah. All right, then, man. That's it. Thanks for listening. Talk to you guys later. Oh, what?
Wait,
Oh,
wait. Thank you, everybody, for our 3,000
yeah.
listens.
Oh, my God.
We just finally hit 3,000 listens.
How can I forget about that? That should have been the
should've
first
started off
thing.
with that.
Yeah, the first
Should've
thing.
started off
We
with
got a little excited about the protesters leaving school tomorrow. But yes, 3,000. We're over 3,000 now. Shit, we were.
Sadly, we're over 3,000 listens, not 3,000 listeners.
We're still trying to get
Getting
there.
there,
We're still trying to
man.
get there.
We're getting
Help us
there.
get to 4,000.
Let's see how fast we can get
Let's
to
see how
4,000.
fast we get there.
Yeah, let's get to 30 listeners.
Here's what you do. Let me tell you what you do. You turn your Spotify on, go to the first episode, hit play, and just let it sit there, and just make sure your phone is charged.
Yeah.
So that way it plays.
It just plays
It just
throughout.
plays
1,
all
2,
the
3,
episodes.
all the way, yeah.
That's 55 episodes now. We're getting to it,
55.
so
Getting close.
yeah, thanks again, everybody. Did we get Africa?
Oh, so he messaged me because he heard the last one.
Yeah.
And he says the reason that it's not pulling up Africa is because of his VPN.
It's going through somewhere else.
It's going through. I think it's coming through here.
He's coming
or he
through
might be the one to
Canada!
Canada. That's what I said. Because I asked him. I said, I wonder where it's coming from then.
He's
And he
gotta be
hasn't.
in
He hasn't found out yet.
Canada.
But He did tell me. He goes, "Oh, the reason it's not pulling up is because of the VPN." Like, yeah,
Oh, the Canada. That's
Yeah.
him, bro.
gotta be.
So it's going from Canada to Africa?
Yeah, like it's a private
That's
network.
the VPN
Virtual private network is
only
what it
goes
is.
through certain channels.
Yeah.
So if you have a VPN, instead of it going here, here.
Yeah. So he's like not using any towers or anything from
Yeah.
Africa. He's using a private network.
What's that from? What's that
Gung
from?
ho, man.
It's not here.
It's a great movie, dude.
Yeah. Leave my mother out of this. All right, man. Thanks again for 3,000. Thanks for listening. Talk to you guys later.
Peace.